Do you like the idea of shorter, high-intensity cardio strength workouts? But everything you see out there tends to involve a lot of jumping and high impact and things like burpees. Hi, I'm Coach Dom, owner of Breakthrough Fitness here in Oviedo, Florida. In today's segment, I'm going to discuss circuit training and provide you with a 20-minute, low-impact, high-intensity session designed for the mature adult in mind. So I've been referring it as circuit training. Some people call it HIIT training, high-intensity interval training, or just interval training. I'm old school, which is another way of saying I'm old, so I'm going to keep calling it circuit training. Circuit training is a great way to improve your cardiovascular health. It's very efficient with your time. It's a great way to work muscular endurance and your overall work capacity. Circuit training is basically just doing a short burst of intense exercise followed by some form of recovery period. This type of training can be done on cardiovascular equipment, or it can be a combination of weights, calisthenics, and body weight moves, which is what I'm going to demonstrate for you today. Again, the biggest problem most people make is thinking high intensity has to be high impact. It doesn't. So let's get into it, and I'm going to show you how to create an effective full body circuit that's going to challenge your heart and lungs, work the muscles, and not leave you beat up and sore the next day. When designing a circuit, you can choose and group as many exercises as you want together, but today I'm going to show you a 3-exercise circuit. That consists of an upper body movement, a core or midsection movement, and a lower body movement, followed by a traditional cardiovascular exercise like running or biking. For today's circuit, I'm going to demonstrate doing a work to rest ratio of 20 seconds to 40. So this is great for beginners because you're going to get 20 seconds of hard work followed by a longer rest period, 40 seconds of rest. And then we're gonna do 3 exercises, and then once we finish that 3rd exercise, we're gonna do a minute of cardiovascular exercise. We're gonna use a bike or a rower for today's circuit. So as you progress through this circuit and you get a couple workouts under your belt, you can take that work to rest ratio from 20 to 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds rest, and make it 30-30, where you're 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. And then as you keep getting in better shape, you can even do a 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So you'll see there's going to be a big change in the demand that's going on in the body when you manipulate the time like that. But for now, we're going to start with 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds rest. That's a good way to start, especially if you're just new to circuit training. Exercise 1, TRX or suspension trainer straps row. Okay, glutes are tight, shoulders are not shrugged. Good pull, elbows can be out, palms can be in. There's lots of variations here, okay? 20 seconds. Good controlled speed. Just because it's time doesn't mean you have to go real fast. A lot of times that often happens. That's about 20 seconds. Now we're gonna have a 40-second recovery period. All right, we're moving right on to step-ups. Our 40-second rest period is over, and we're going with a walking style step-up. I can have weights in my hands. My step can be lower or higher. This is probably a good height. You'll see about a 90-degree angle. We'll alternate. Tight posture. Your step may not be this high. You figure out what needs to be for you. Okay, good. Rest. We have a 40-second rest period now. So level change. Going up and down, extremely challenging on the heart rate. So we want to add stuff like that into your circuits, okay? Very low impact, but still very demanding. So following that step up, I'm getting my 40-second break right now. My heart rate's still up a little bit. We're gonna get face down on the ground, which is another thing. Getting up and off the ground, very challenging, very full body. That's gonna create a lot of demand on the hearts and the lungs. So we're just gonna get down into a full plank position. Okay, nice hard plank, 20 seconds. Now, 20-second plank is, if it's nothing to you, we can turn it into a pledge plank. Alternating shoulder tap plank. Okay? You could be doing push-ups for the 20 seconds, which is essentially a moving plank. So, that's the 3 exercises for our first circuit. We had the suspension strap row, step-ups with the level change, and then we get face down, push-ups, plank, something along those lines. If you need to do that plank from your knees, absolutely. Know your abilities and do what's good for you. Now we're going to follow that up with 60 seconds of cardio. All right, now you're going. So your cardio really comes down to what you have access to. You're going. You don't need to be full on as hard as you can go for the minute, but you want a pretty good pace here. I don't want you going on a beach cruise. I want you to be keeping that heart rate up, breathing heavy. And we'll call that a minute for the sake of the video. So now what we'll do is rest, and you will get as much recovery as you need to. But as you get in better shape, you want to challenge yourself. So now we would go back and do the suspension row again, followed by the step up, followed by the push up or plank, whichever one you're doing. Another minute of cardiovascular exercise. That'll be 2 full rounds. I want us to do at least 3 rounds. Then we'll move on to circuit number 2. All right, circuit number 2, staying with the same theme, upper body, core, midsection, lower body, all right? So we want to try to keep the lifts as non-technical as possible. An overhead movement is going to be a little more technical, so put it at the beginning of your circuit, not at the complete end of your circuit. So here we go, 20 seconds of work. We're alternating dumbbell press, okay? One's going up, one's coming down. Tighten up your glutes, that helps lock down that stomach, and you can kind of just go. All that crickling and crackling. Good, so we got a 20-second there. Like I said, that can be 30, that can be 40, depending on your fitness levels and where you're at. All right, core move number 2, stability ball crunch. So get your lower back into that ball. You should be able to kind of round and curve around the ball. We're gonna be in this position, tuck your chin. We're reaching up. It's a nice little crunch pattern. Control both parts of the movement, the up and the down. I like reaching instead of pulling on the neck and doing all that. Just kind of reach to the ceiling. Good. So there's our second core move, stability ball crunches. And our third move, we're gonna get good old-fashioned squats. I want you to sit down into that squat. Arms can be out. They can be here in this position. You'll see toes are slightly turned out. I'm sitting, my weight is on my heels, midfoot dominantly. And there's 20 seconds. Now finish circuit number 2 with another 60 seconds of biking, walking, running, jumping rope, rowing machine if you have a rowing machine, any form of cardiovascular exercise like that. All right, circuit number 3, we're going back to that upper body exercise. We're gonna do a little explosive medicine ball chest throw. So we're gonna be right here away from this ball. We're gonna throw, okay? Good, so you have 20 seconds. That explosive movement, moving fast, is also another way to really get that heart rate up. Very low impact with that medicine ball. It's not like we're jumping on a box or something along those lines. Great stuff. All right, we did those chest throws, breathing heavy, arms are a little bit fatigued. Let's get back to the ground. We're gonna do what we call a side walk, a side plank walk. So we're here, I'm gonna move my left hand, left leg. We're gonna move a couple. We'll go back the other direction. Okay. We'll do that for our 20 seconds. And our third move will be lower body. We're gonna go with that straight leg deadlift, also known as a Romanian deadlift. Knees are a bit soft. We're gonna hinge by pushing the hips back. All my weight's on my heels. Those weights cross my knees. And I'm feeling that back of the legs, the hamstrings, and the glutes. So I got a quick pace. You know, we are going against the time. You want to get reps in, so you're not going super slow, but you're also not rushing. I like the term quick, but don't hurry. And then we got 20 seconds of that, or however long your circuit's going to be. Follow that up with 60 more seconds of cardiovascular exercise, and then remember, 3 rounds of that circuit as well. That was an easy to put together circuit, 3 exercises, upper, core, lower, followed by cardiovascular exercise. You can fool around, put stuff together like that. Not hard to do, you just gotta go ahead and do it. If you don't wanna think, and you just want to show up and do the work, I invite you to come in 14 days for free. You can try our semi-private training, our more strength-oriented type training out, and you can jump in on some of our group training sessions that are very circuit intensive based workouts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Coach Dom. Keep moving.